In the personal development world, we're obsessed with big numbers, 6 figures, 7 figures. A $100,000 savings balance is often seen as the first ticket into the club of successful people. But let's be honest. For a man at the age of 30, 35, or even 40, juggling bills, a mortgage, and the responsibility of supporting a family, the figure of $100,000 feels distant. It's like Everest, beautiful and admirable, but also discouraging. And that discouragement makes us hesitate. We tell ourselves, once I earn more, then I'll start. Once I clear my debts, then I'll save. The harsh truth is, the biggest trap of the $100,000 dream is that it stops you from ever starting. Today, I want to introduce to you a milestone that matters much more. It's not flashy, but it's a game changer. I call it the liberation point. And the number to reach that point isn't $100,000. It's $20,000. It might not sound impressive, I know. But the first $20,000 in your emergency savings is the firewall that separates a life driven by fear from a life guided by choice. It's the difference between defending and starting to go on the offense. In this video, we'll break down exactly why the $20,000 liberation point is the most important psychological milestone, why most people never reach it, and I'll give you a simple 4-step roadmap, nothing complicated, to help you build it. Why can't you ever save money? First, let's understand why we keep failing. The problem isn't your income. The problem is that most of us are trapped by 4 classic mistakes. We don't really know where our money goes. We have a vague feeling that we spend too much, but no concrete data. We wait until the end of the month, after we've spent everything, then look to see what's left to save. That's a failure recipe. We mix savings and spending money in the same account, making it far too easy to dip into savings when we spend. And lastly, the deadliest mistake, the mindset of, I'll save once I get rich. That's an endless loop that never ends. 4 simple steps to reach your first $20,000. If you want to break free from old financial loops and start building your own $20,000 freedom fund, here are 4 simple, practical steps you can begin today. Step 1. Become a financial detective for 30 days. Your task is straightforward. Write down every single expense, no matter how small. A coffee, a snack, that forgotten app subscription. Don't judge, don't try to change anything yet, just record it. Use a note-taking app, a notebook, or an Excel spreadsheet. Why is this important? Because it turns what's invisible into something visible. After 30 days, you won't just feel like you spend a lot, you'll know exactly where your money went. You'll likely be shocked by how much emotional spending, like spending on stress relief, instant pleasure, or simply keeping up with others, has quietly drained your finances. This step isn't about strict budgeting or cutting expenses drastically. It's about raising awareness. It lays the foundation for every change that follows. Step 2. Automate your success. Here's the golden rule. Pay yourself first. As soon as your paycheck arrives, set up an automatic transfer, at least 10% of your income, into a separate savings account, one that you don't touch. The power of automation lies in removing emotion and willpower from the equation. You won't need to remember to save. You won't have to battle the urge to spend. The system will do it for you. That money is tucked away before you even notice it. At first, 10% might feel like a stretch, but you'll be surprised how quickly you adapt. Over time, you'll learn to live comfortably on the remaining 90%. This isn't just saving, it's systematically building wealth. Step 3. Reallocate from emotional spending to strategic spending. After completing Step 1, you'll have a clear spending map. Now it's time to make some decisions. Look closely at expenses that don't provide long-term value. Pricey takeout meals because you didn't feel like cooking. The latest gadgets just to impress. Or subscriptions you barely use. These are emotional expenses. Your job isn't to eliminate them entirely, but to reallocate them wisely. Instead of spending $200 a month on takeout, invest that same amount in an online course that could boost your income. Instead of buying a new watch, use that money to start a small investment. Before every purchase, ask yourself, is this serving the person I am today or investing in the person I want to become? This mindset shift turns you from a passive spender into a strategic investor in your own life. Step 4. Create a confidence income stream. I don't call it a side hustle. I call it a confidence income stream. The goal isn't to instantly make thousands of dollars a month. The goal is to prove to yourself that you can generate income from more than one source. It can be small. Maybe tutoring online is a skill you're good at. Freelance writing, offering consulting to small businesses in your field, earning an extra $200, $300 a month. The number doesn't matter nearly as much as the mindset shift it creates. When you have a second income stream, no matter how small, you break free from total dependence on your main job. You gain a safety buffer. But more importantly, you gain confidence. And that confidence is priceless. These 4 steps aren't magic. They're small, disciplined actions repeated consistently. And it's that consistency that will carry you to your $20,000 liberation point. What difference can $20,000 really make? So, how does life change when you finally build this safety net? What are the real benefits? Imagine your life before having $20,000. You live in constant financial defense mode. Every major decision is driven by fear. You don't dare quit your job, even if you hate your boss, because you're scared of missing a bill. You say yes to bad projects because you need the money. You can't take a few months off to learn a new skill because the risk feels too high. Your life becomes one long reaction to outside pressure. You have no room to choose. Now, imagine life after reaching your liberation point. $20,000 won't let you retire, but it can buy you the most valuable thing, breathing room. It's enough to cover 4 to 6 months of living expenses. That means if you lose your job, you won't panic. You'll have time to calmly find something better. If your boss asks you to do something against your values, you can confidently say no, because you're not fully dependent. If a small business opportunity pops up, you can invest a little to try it, knowing failure won't bankrupt you. You can even take 2 months off to travel, reset, or study for a new certification that changes your career path. The biggest change isn't in your bank account, it's in your mindset. You stop making decisions from scarcity and fear and start making them from strategy and strength. You're no longer a servant to money. You start becoming its master. You gain the power to choose. And that is the true definition of freedom. So if you're staring at the $100,000 goal and feeling overwhelmed, pause. Shift your focus to something closer, more attainable, yet infinitely more powerful psychologically. Start building your $20,000 liberation point. It's not the final destination, but it is the most important starting line. It's where you stop living from fear and start living from choice. Don't wait. Don't make excuses. Begin with the first step. Track your spending tonight. The journey to financial freedom doesn't start with a giant leap. It starts with small, disciplined, consistent actions. Build your safety net, and from there, you can reach any peak you choose. If you found this video helpful and you're ready to take that first step, don't forget to like and subscribe. There are plenty more videos to come.